Hello everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Ballyspring. If you remember, we had our bit of a marathon episode, wasn't it, last one? 55 minutes or something, but we did clear those fields near the farm. Now we have got 3 other fields. Let me just jump to the mini-map and show you where they are. And there we are, 137, 131 and 135 down here. This little cluster, you can see we've already got ourselves a little auto-drive course set up for each of those fields as well. So we are going to send the trailers on their way. We're going to follow up with the chopper, which is here, and we're going to get the rest of this grass done. As you can see in the top right-hand corner there, there's rain forecast, so we don't want to hang around for too long here. Let's just pull out onto the road here, get him lined up, and we will send him on his way. There we go. Truck 1 on his way. We'll get the other one out of here as well. What we might do as well is level. There's a couple of loads that we tipped at the end of the last episode, which we'll or maybe just level before we get started. Give these the best opportunity to get sorted. Okay, there we go. In fact, look, you can just about see it through the cab there. The good old wardrobe mod has been put to good use. Got my own FARMSIMGUY hoodie in there, which I'm very pleased with. Great mod, that. Okay, there's another one. Let's just make sure we're going to the same place. 137. Send him on his way as well. And just before we jump in that, let me just show you. We've set up another tip point as well, so we've actually got 3 tip points in here. 1 in the middle, 1 on this side, and 1 on this side. So we'll maybe set each of those trails to tip on either side to give us a little bit more of a balanced tip this time, because we were struggling a little bit last time, having to keep jumping back and leveling. So we will get this leveled just before we head up to the field. I'll give the tractors a nice bit of time to get up there as well. We'll get this sorted. It's looking quite good, this. I mean, it's never going to be full, this, is it? Let's be honest. Unless we really went for it and mowed every single field on the map. But it's still a decent-sized bunker, and it's doing a good job for us. It's going to be a lot easier than dealing with bales, I think, every time. Especially with that TMR mixer that we've got over in the other field, which we're going to start using soon, I hope. This is really beneficial when you don't let it pile up too much. Doesn't take long to get it backed into the bunker. Right, we'll maybe just do a couple more of these, lifting the blade as we go up so it doesn't get stuck, and then we'll head over to the field. One more on this side, maybe. Now we're not compacting this too much here. If I show you, we're just at 29%. We will do that at the end, but if it's really level when you start compacting, it does make the job a whole heap easier than trying to compact it and flatten everything down as well at the same time. So it's a lot easier to roll on it. I even put joules on this tractor when we're compacting it down, and maybe some wheel weights as well. But just pushing this to the back like this will just help us when we're tipping the trailers as well. We'll be able to get further back without causing too much issues. There we go. Right, I think that will do for now. Not going to cause us too many issues. We'll just pop this in the shed. I'm not going to fold this up because we're going to use it again very soon. There we are. Right. Let's head up to the field. So we'll head down here. I have to say it's been really good fun trying to set up these auto-drive courses. It is such a narrow map, but that's part of the challenge that I'm really enjoying, is trying to piece it all together and make it all work, because auto-drive and etc. are so much easier when it's on a big square open field, but definitely in this sort of environment you've really got to test your test your thinking and your thought process of setting something up. Now, something else I have done since the last episode, purely because it means I can use the pumps and hoses DLC a little bit more, is I've turned off precision farming. So we can do our 2 applications of fertilizer across the map as and when we feel like it now, which is great. It wasn't adding masses having precision on, so I just thought for ease and a bit of variety we would turn it off. We're running it in every single other series we've got, so kind of thought it made sense to do something a bit differently. Those muddy entrances are a nightmare. Oh. Time for church. Right, here we go. Now, one thing I have changed on the Autodrive courses is avoid crop. I've changed it on the tractors, and I'm just going to see if that helps. Remember our issue last time? The tractors were getting stuck calculating a course. I did wonder if it was because of they were trying to avoid the grass on the ground and actually making it more difficult for themselves. So we shall see. In fact, I've only done it one tractor. I'm just going to switch over the other one and then we'll get started. Right, that's that done. The only other thing we need to do now is change... Of course I got back into the tractor, didn't I? Typical. The only other thing we need to do now is change this to field 137. Wait, there it is at the top. And then that should, when we fire up, help us find our tractor. He did a little bit of reversing already, so he's definitely knowing we're there. Let's see how long we have to wait. If they don't kick in, it's going to be a long old day. Here he goes. I had every confidence. Now, somebody did put in the comments last week, why aren't you using any silage additive? And it's a very good point, and to be honest, I just have to confess to being incredibly lazy and not doing it, and now I've forgotten again. So I should probably make some sort of effort to try and fill that up. Remember what we said about these corners on the headlands are a bit of a pain. Once you open up the field, you should be good to go. So let's see how well we get on in this field. We will put some silage additive in at some point, I promise. I just don't have any now. Maybe when the first tractor goes back to tip, we'll ask him to bring a pallet back. Right, it's quite a nice field this, but we did cut this a little bit earlier, so there's less crop on it. But so far, so good. I don't want to tempt fate, but this is working well. Now here's our first challenge, tight corner there. Now this is this moment of truth, isn't it? This is where he's either going to reset himself or he's going to park and wait for hours. I'm really hoping he's going to work it out and just rejoin us. Let's wait and see. It does insist on reversing a long way back. Well, look at that. That's positive. Of course, he'll do is loop the loop now. He'll never just drive on, he'll always do a 360 and join back up with us. Right, we had to reverse and fire a little bit of grass into the trailer again, and it's kind of re-triggered it. So hopefully he'll loop round now and come back and join us. Right, we're just running this top headland now. This trailer's starting to look very full. Our second trailer is tailing us as well, so that looks positive. We've just got to hopefully not get any of these moments when we get stuck, and it is on the corners if we turn too tight. So if we can avoid turning too tightly or getting ourselves into situations where we think it's going to have to reset its route, we'll avoid that. So those shallow turns that we talked about in the last episode seem to really help that. and just avoiding bashing into the tractor or anything like that. So, get this headland done. We should be home free on the up and down rows, and hopefully this tractor will head off back to the yard, tip, and come back with no hassles. Right, I was too busy making some setting changes, and the first trailer's away, which is great. Here comes the second trailer too. Happy days. Alright, the second trailer's just arrived back after tipping its first load. We've got this guy running with us now, with a little bit in. We're going to start on the up and down rows, but I would say things are running pretty well now. Fingers crossed that is the end of any dramas, and we can push on and get this done. So, let you sit back, relax, and enjoy a little montage for a while. Right, there's a second trailer load, full and leaving. Very handy. Oh, we'll put a little bit extra in just to annoy him. And then we'll wait for our second trailer. But look, you can see we've only got a few little bits and pieces here now, and this field is done. So, really pleased with that. It's running really nicely now. Okay, here we go. This last little strip in the middle, and we are all done in here. It's only been a couple of trailer loads, but we did swell, and whatever's in this trailer here, but this was, like I said, a lighter crop in this field than we have in the other two that are left. You can see it over there, it's a lot more built up, so we should get a little bit more off that. The other tractor has come back to this field because I didn't change the setting for him, so he will need to be moved to the other field, as will this one. So we'll just reset those in Autodrive, and then we'll head straight over to the other field. But this is going well now. Don't want to tempt fate, but things are looking good. Right, we're in the tractor cab now, so we just need to change this to 135. Right. Second tractor, 135, wait. Okay, everybody's here. We shall spin things up. I need to switch this to 135. There we go. Lower the header down, and I think we should start straight away. Look at that, perfect. Okay, we'll just push on then. Right, we're doing pretty well on this second field. I think that's pretty much a full trailer there. I might stay with us for a bit longer to get this corner piece. But it was nice to see the other trailer arriving back as well, with no requirement to go and help it in any way, shape or form, which is nice. So we're doing well here. Oh, just caught on the wheel there. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're not having any of the sticking issues at the moment, which is great. So we're definitely making progress. He says as he fires silage everywhere. That's because that trailer is full. So the other one should come over and find us in a minute. Yep, there he goes. As the full one loops around the field, because we have set up an auto-drive loop to make it easier for them to get out of the field. The other one's come to find us. and position ourselves so that it'll make it easier. We need filling. There we go. Like clockwork. Oh, I've got to stop it from hitting the hedge. Let's see if he'll follow us now. That was my fault. I think he is, though. Near the tractor, yeah. There we go, problem solved. On to the next row. Very nice. Okay. Good stuff. Well, we'll push on here. I expect, I'd like to think this will all go in this trailer. And then we've only got that one field left. The rain doesn't look like it's coming. We've got some nice shadows on the ground from the sun, so I feel like that rain's super close. Which again is a positive. Pick up some of this grass on the way, and some of the corners. You have to skip some of the corners just to get the turns in, but it's not too bad. You can kind of drive around at the end and pick all of that up. Here we go. All systems go. Right, so here's a good example. There's a little bit at the bottom there we can pick up. It should reverse with us a trailer. If we're sensible and don't rush it, it should roll steadily back with us to give us enough scope to put in a turn now. There we go. See if I can do this. Oh, we have got an issue. I know what that'll be. That'll be too much chaff in the way. So interestingly, I didn't change anything and he came back. How cool is that? So, and he's emptied. So I don't know what happened there because I was busy trying to work out why the other trailer had stopped. I tell you, there's no rhyme nor reason to this sometimes, but it is, in principle, working very well. Compared to the last episode, I'm very happy. And just one more field to do now. There we go, last little bit now. The other trailer hasn't moved here, but I think it's going to be wise to follow this trailer down to the bunker, because we definitely are going to need to push some stuff up while we're there, so let's send him on his merry way. See, look at that, that's interesting. Why won't he do that? Right, we're in the trailer here, the big one that was full, that was waiting in the field. We'll tip this ourselves, I think, and then we'll do a little bit of levelling while we're down there, because I'm sure it's getting pretty busy down there. 2 field loads in there without any levelling, so it's going to be getting pretty full, I think. And then our next field, we need to go straight on down the road here and round. There's the one with the lime in it. It's that field beyond that. So different course required. Into the field here, down to the bottom, and we'll just swing it into the bunker. What will this be? This will be our 4th trailer load that we've tipped this afternoon without any levelling at all, so I definitely think this will be stopping us from getting yeah, there's your reason for why we got that little warning before, even though we did end up then coming back to see us with no intervention. But let me see if I can push over the top of that. That's not bad. That's the benefit of being able to tip manually, is you can kind of force it further back. It doesn't stop too soon. There we go. Right, I think we get the leveler out now. Right, there we go. Last little bit done there. That will do for now, I think. And we'll get that last field sorted. So we'll send this trailer up there, and then we'll follow up with the other one. And the chopper. So here we go, rolling out of the field. As you can see, the tractor is just arriving there through the other field. So even though they're right next door to each other, there's no gate through, you've got to drive around to get there. That's okay, and there's the other trailer just leaving as well, so let's get over to the next field and let's get it done. I want first cut silage to be over. Navigate these incredibly muddy field entrances. Hopefully the roads are quiet today. Now he's going to tip that half a load back at the yard. So we'll crack on and we'll see him in a minute. Right. Let's push on and see if we can do this without incident. Just as long as we can get around these corners, I'll be a happy man. So we can't calculate a path out of the field, which is interesting. So much so he's just quit. You see that tractor was empty. But there is a loop around the edge of the field here, so I should be able to just switch this on. Well, we can't seem to calculate a course here, so we're just going to run this back. We've got time on our side now, and actually it's quite fun running these trailers, so I don't mind doing it. Losing a bit of time, of course, because the chopper's not running, but as you can see that's quite a small field, and there isn't that much more to do. We're probably the trailer that's in there, and maybe a bit more. It was yielding quite high. We'd only done 2 headlands with this one before it was full, so I'm not going to complain. Right, here comes the other trailer. We've parked the other one just outside there, just in case we need it, but I'm kind of thinking we maybe don't. We shall see, though. Right, there you go. It looks like he's full, so he's going to tip. So we do need that 3rd trailer. So we'll go and grab it from the other field and bring it in. Right, here we go. Other trailer in now. We'll just get this finished quickly, and that's it done. It's been a nice challenge, this. I've enjoyed this. I would not be too concerned about having to do it again next time we have silage to do. Let's see if we'll pick up here though. Have I spoken too soon, or is it actually going to play ball for the last 2 passes? Come on. You can do it, tractor. I actually think one of the tractors is more temperamental than the other now. And typically it's this one. But no, look at that. Working well. Working well. The last few bits in. Power that down. Close the pipe. Right. Let's run this half a load back to the yard. And then we'll get that last bit of levelling done. And we did it before the rain started. How good is that? Right, here we go. Let's get this tipped. And then we are job done. I've made a total hash of that. I want to be on this side actually. I want to push over the top of that pile there on the left and try and fill in a bit behind it. That's better. Right, let's see how hard we can get this trailer over. Quite a way actually. There we go. Sure O'Malley's won't mind me doing that to their trailer. Right, we'll bring the chopper back too, and we'll go and get the other trailer before we start levelling. I haven't actually looked to see how much we've got in the silo actually. This will need to go back to O'Malley's across the road. I'll need pressure washed and cleaned, as they did the decent thing, and let me borrow it all. There we go, just before we go and get that third trailer. 499,920 litres, just so close to 500,000, but still pretty pleased with that. Not bad. From all those little small fields, 500,000 litres of silage, that'll do nicely. We'll park that there, and like I said, we'll run those back to O'Malley's in a little while, but let's get some levelling done. I'm torn between whether putting weights on or twins all round. I'm going to go with twins all round. And I'm going to put a very heavy weight on the front as well. Right, let's do that. Just here, hopefully, this is, yeah, compatible. There we go, that's a seriously heavy front weight, that. Let's see what we can do. Right, we are compacting now, and it's going to take a little while. 42% done, but a long way still to go. That extra weight is definitely helping though. But we are going to be here for a while, so I would say on that note, we'll call it for the episode. Really delighted to get this finished. Really delighted to get this finished. So we'll get this done. We'll maybe not cover it until the start of the next episode so you can see it all compacted before we do that. But for now, from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again very soon. This has been great fun. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.